Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
The piggies got some leftover spaghetti salad this morning with their breakfast, so they are absolutely loving it. But that's not why we're here today. I'm gonna head right over to the garden and just give you guys some updates and get some harvested. Okay, so one of the last things I did out here, guys, was I harvested my broccoli. And somebody had a good idea to just leave the plants and see if any side shoots come back on. So I am going to do that till my new seeds come in and what I'm planting. And I do have some more leaves that I could harvest. Not many, but I'll go ahead and take what I should take. But I see tons of new baby leaves growing. So we've had a really decently cool week, you know, upper 70s probably. I'm going to harvest some cabbage leaves. I have a surprise in one of my carrot beds I want to show you guys, and probably just do a walk around pest check. Also though, I wanted to tell you what I decided to plant, and thanks for all your ideas. So I'll just tell you all the seeds that I bought to do some rotational planting for fall. I bought green arrow peas. Not ready to plant those yet. Some Godzilla broccoli, because I do want to try a fall crop of broccoli. Some crocodile spinach. I guess it's kind of heat tolerant, so I don't remember where I saw that on somebody's recent YouTube channel, and it looks pretty hardy. Maybe it was Jess at Roots and Refuge. I'm not sure. If you guys know where I saw that, leave it in the comments below so other people can go check it out. I'm going to try that. But what I'm planting where the broccoli is a white Dixie butter pea. That sounded really yummy. I guess it's kind of like a similar taste to a small lima bean. And maybe more the size of a black-eyed pea. I can't really tell. But it's good for cooking in like stews or with ham. So like a saucy, stewy type bean. So I'm going to plant those there. And I did buy a whole bunch more beets. So we'll definitely try to get a good beet harvest. So what I'm thinking is when the peas are done, so I've got a lot of things that are going to be coming out soon. Peas, garlic. I've already, the broccoli needs to come out. And then pretty soon after that, towards the beginning of August, I'll be pulling my onions and carrots. I don't know what I'm going to put back in there. That's where, guys, for the first time ever, I may try to overwinter some greens, like build some type of cold frame in my raised beds so I can have a winter garden. That'll be exciting. So, let me have some coffee first, and then I will go around and do some harvesting with you guys. So this is a really good example, of a broccoli that I cut out where it's got all these new baby leaves growing. So I'm going to continue to harvest on those until the replacement seeds come in. Oh, but I have sad news. My broccoli that I planted all through here, I think it was just way too hot, and I wasn't able to keep them cool enough to not fry and germinate. So I have 1, 2, 3, there's not very many. I would say probably 10 at most through this whole section. That's why I bought more beet seeds, because this just didn't work out for me. Oh well. I'm also going to be taking some more of my bottom cabbage leaves, and this time I'm going to process them a little differently. I actually think that I'm going to try to make dinner with them tonight and do kind of like a cabbage roll with some ground pork and yummy seasonings in it, and see how Todd likes it. And if he likes it, I'm probably gonna blanch and freeze just a bunch of flat cabbage leaves so I can do cabbage rolls. But this zucchini is also just getting eaten up. See if we can find it right here. The flower hasn't opened and it hasn't gotten pollinated yet, but there's fruit. That's exciting. I'm just getting in here looking for cucumber bugs. But not finding. Oh, there's a cucumber bug. This is what does that damage to the leaf. I've mentioned them before. Can you guys, I don't know if you guys can see him. Oh, right there. And they do tend to fly, but they don't fly far once you find them. So that is what eats, when you find like this type of hole in your leaf, big holes cut out like that, that is from the cucumber beetle. A lot of times people think it's flea beetles. Flea beetles don't do that big of a damage. They kind of leave spots on your leaves, but not big gaping holes. And I haven't found anything that's working to kill the cucumber beetles. The DE doesn't seem to phase them. The soapy water spray, you know, it'll knock them off, but it doesn't seem to kill them. So hand checking and killing is what I'm left to do. I may bring you guys with me in the kitchen tonight. It'll be the first time I'm making these cabbage rolls with this. And for people that are experts at it, maybe you can either give me advice, or if you're interested, just know that if I do that, it's my first time. So give me some grace. I forgot I wanted to prune my zucchini while I'm out here, but I'm going down here to the very bottom leaves and just cutting it off right at the stalk. And I leave where it's not hollow in there. But, oh, see, I see another cucumber beetle. Die. They're tricky because they like to bury themselves when they see you coming in the soil. But what this is going to do is help me get in here and get some more foil around this zucchini so I can wrap the stalk, because this one hasn't been wrapped yet. Okay, that's it for the cabbage leaf collection for today. I almost forgot. I said I was going to show you guys something in my carrot bed. Can you guys see it? So I was walking by, looking at everything, and I was like, you're not a carrot leaf. Well, hello, tomato. I don't know where he came from. I didn't grow tomatoes in this bed last year, I don't think. But I went ahead and pruned him up, and since the carrots will be coming out soon, I will give him some space. You guys want to see a carrot right now, though? Just take a peek at one of them. Nice. They're just about ready to harvest. And these are Danvers variety. So I've been picking them here and there, snacking on them in the garden while I'm out here. I don't mind dirty carrots. I just wash them off and eat them. I think this year we are going to try. I have way more carrot tops than I could ever need. But this year we will try dehydrating some of our carrot tops to add to soups and stews and things like that. And I think this is a weed. Yes, you're a weed. So one more carrot to get out of this tomato plant's way. And are you a weed too? Or are you a carrot? Weed. Okay, well, we've got the tomato all cleared now. Good. Okay, fine. One other thing I've never talked about in my garden that I did this year for the first time. I did an experiment since it was my first time ever doing it. And that is a process where you top your peppers. And it's early in the season. Typically, I think that they even do it like as soon as they transplant them out. And I didn't do it till probably a month later. And a lot of times you sacrifice some of the flower heads for it, but supposedly what it does, and it's gonna be hard to see. Okay, let me bring you in here. Right in that notch, let me see if you guys are seeing that. Yep. Okay, right in this notch, you're gonna see the start of a flower, or a leaf bud. And they're all in these little notches. Well, they never really are forced to grow as long as your pepper plant is tall. So you'll see this one. It's been there for a long time. Versus these, I topped way, way back, and all those leaves grew out. And I guess it makes for a bushier, more hardy, higher yielding pepper plant. So because it was an experiment, I did all kinds of different heights. These are jalapenos up here, which I want the most of, so I cut those way back, and they are bushing out wonderfully. See, okay. Can you guys see? Yeah, I think so. If I move my hand, right here is where I cut it back. And it would have been, you know, tall, and it's bushed out really well. I don't see maybe the very beginnings of flower buds. And then back here, I'm not quite sure what variety that is, but I didn't top it back. So if it was growing like in a V, I might have took one down a little bit lower and one down a little bit lower, but not like cut in half basically. So I'm just trying different styles of cutting back and see actually which one gives me the best yield versus slows down my season too much. But look at those onions. They are looking good. Yeah. Nice. This is that, I believe this is the Sterling variety, which is the first year I'm growing those. And they're looking great. So I typically harvest my onions late July to early August. Oh, here's another one. While we're talking onions, look what I noticed. The tops of flower buds. You want to pop those off because that will signal to your onions they need to stop growing at the bulb and produce their flower heads. And I've never had a variety do this on me except these Sterlings. I don't know if they're a shorter growing season onion, but I want to give them as much time as they can handle in the garden to get as big as they want to. So I've been going around as I spy these, popping them off, and we're using them in the kitchen or compost. Okay, so I'm back here at this zucchini. We'll do some work on it. Like I mentioned, this year is my first year vertically growing zucchini. And so I'm learning right along with you guys what's the best way to stake them up. And it's kind of tricky right now, to be honest with you, where I don't burden the plant too much. Like I came out the other day and I noticed that I had two baby leaves like trapped in the trellis. Or trapped in the, my sticky tape, and they weren't growing straight. So I'm gonna just do some more wrapping on my stem. You guys, look at these tomatoes. Can you see? Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. And I'm excited to wrap up these peas so they're not so tight on my tomato plants. But it'll be a couple more weeks till they're done. You guys see, I have my first sweet pea flowers. That's exciting. That was a late minute ad. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot for them to produce. Well, I love sugar snap peas. I haven't had a good harvest of those though in several years. So this is one of my Cinderella pumpkins, and it's the one that I keep finding, yep, there's cucumber beetle, keep finding squash bugs on. So I'm killing them as quickly as I find them. But look what is flowering. My potato plants have been flowering for a long time, and it'll be potato harvest season 2 in the end of July, August. So we're just gonna be booming here really soon. And as a heads up with that, just to let you know, when the season does get really, really busy, I don't know that I can keep doing daily videos. So just fair warning that we'll have to see how that goes. All right, talk to you guys later.